Hello there, Badraven fans. I am testing out a service called Lightstream for YouTube. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm just kind of like, it's all new to me. I seen Pizzelle use it the other day, and I just thought I'd check it out, see what exactly is. So this is kind of an impromptu chat. It's kind of a test too. So I don't know how long I'll be on here, just a few minutes, but I was just testing out. I was going to see if my chat worked. I've been trying to get my chat box to show up in this lower, if I can get to it, section right in here. It's supposed to be like a chat box that shows up. You can see your chat, but apparently I haven't got it done right, so I don't know. It might be freezing, be choppy. I don't know. It looks choppy on my one cam here, so just looking at it, seeing what's going on, just seeing what all the flock was up to on a Friday night in August. It's not anything going on here. Me and the Drew Drop went out and got some pizza. Came back, and I was so frustrated with this setup. See, when you try to get things to work, you can work through other types of I don't know how you describe it. Yeah, you can use OBS with it, and I was trying to bring some stuff over from there to give the page a little more pizzazz, but I could never get it to quite do that, so I don't know. Think you're smart sometimes until you start working on these computers and you figure out how dumb you really are. But yeah, I am just checking it out. Very, very hard thing to learn for me. But don't get a weekend off very often, every other weekend, so I am happily just kind of like chilling here at the house, just playing with the computer, something I don't get to normally do very often. So that's where I stand at this moment. I was going to go watch a movie, but ended up not doing that because this took up my whole time. But it's still, I got all weekend, so I can get a chance to go see some. I'd like to go see that one. There's a scary movie coming out this weekend in my local Tri-County Cineplex. It's called something scary. It's like an anthology series type deal. Something scary, different scary stories, I guess. But looks interesting. Looks, pretty cool. I have to. I don't want to see many reviews on it because a lot of times when I watch these reviews, it's like they give a lot away. Well, not just the reviews, but like the trailers. So I think I might have seen one trailer way back for this. Let me see if I can pull up what it is that I'm talking about. Probably at the top in the latest movie releases. Could all went to January, so January of this year. Let's see, get up to August here. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That's the name of it. It's PG-13. Kind of worries me that being PG-13, that it's, might not be as wild and crazy as because a lot of times in my horror films, I like to have a little blood and gore. I mean, it don't have to be overly blood and gory, but it can be. I like the kind of like atmospheric ones too, but I like the not to be where you can't do any kind of certain type of killings or something in it because you're afraid of an R. So PG-13 is workable, but it's not ideal for myself. But it can be really good. I have watched scary movies that are PG-13 and liked them. And I've watched some really bloody ones. It's rated R. Didn't help it any that it was bloody. So it's a lot more of the story than anything else. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even know if I'm live or not. Let me see on this thing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me go back to I might not even be. Yeah, set to private. Let me get off here and go live. Hello there, my flock. The Badraven here, and I am doing a lot testing on a live stream product out there called Lightstreams. And I saw this on Pizzel's channel yesterday. He was trying it out, so I figured I'd give it a shot and see what all the the different things it has. I'm very, very green on this stuff, so don't expect me to be able to invite people and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to kind of see if my chat and everything shows up, which I won't know unless somebody actually chats with me. So I wanted to put it down in this section right in here where it showed up the chat on the screen, but I try to do it through OBS, combine them together or whatever, and then use the URL from theirs over to this one because they kind of are made compatible where they can use different alert boxes and stuff, but it don't seem to be working for me, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And also tell me if there's anybody out there that's actually watching this, if the video's choppy or anything like that. I think I may have to change the Drew Drop put 60 frames per second. I don't know if it can accomplish that on this network or not. So we'll just have to get some feedback if anybody ends up joining in on this test. I saw it, like I said, I saw it on Pizzel's channel. He was testing on a few. I think he tested out before that StreamYards. Now Lightstream, I think that's what it's called. And I figured, hey, give it a shot. We'll see what comes up of it. I was going to go watch a movie this weekend, or at least today, but I got lazy and I started messing around with this thing and decided to maybe wait on it. There was one I really wanted to kind of see. Let's see if I got it still pulled up here. Scary stories to tell in the dark. Scary stories to tell in the dark is what I wanted to go see, because even though it's a PG-13 movie, I thought it might be interesting to see. I hope I ain't got the wrong chat pulled up here. I don't know which one's the right one. Let's close both of them out and then reopen them. Let's try this again. There we go. It's Friday night. Nobody's out. I mean, nobody's home watching any kind of stream, so I guess it's just me talking to myself, which is usually pretty accurate because where I work, I kind of pretty much on my own, and I work late hours, so it's basically me talking to myself anyway, and which I go check the internet out too, so that works out pretty cool. But anyway, like that scary movie I was telling you about, it's supposed to be like an anthology type movie with different stories. I saw one trailer, and it it looked kind of cool. It looked like something I would be interested in. I didn't watch anything since, and it seemed like it's been a while since I watched that one, so I can't hardly remember it. But I was surprised that it was PG-13. I guess they're trying to get all the money they can out of it. But you don't have to be an R to be a horror film, but it just seems like it helps out to me that you have that in opportunity to go that way. If you have a violent kill scene or blood and gore, sometimes it gets automatically rated R. So not that it can't be very creepy and scary in other ways. There's a lot of that can be done in these types of movies. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I know It Chapter 2 is coming out in the next month, and that's something Drew Drop is definitely looking forward to. And it's something that I wish that would come up faster because I'm really bored of a lot of the movies that are out right now. Last one we watched was Lion King, or I watched Back to the Future, which was kind of cool. I watched Back to the Future on what's that? Flashback Cinemas that they've got down here at Tri-County. We've watched several. We watched Jaws. We watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. This last one was Back to the Future, and we missed The Matrix and some other movies everyone see. The Sandlot was on. Missed that, but it was kind of cool to see Back to the Future on the big screen. What was really wild about that Back to the Future was it was weird how seeing it on the big screen. See, I hadn't seen it on the big screen since well, I'll take that back. We watched it when 2015 when the 30-year thing where Marty's supposed to come back and to the future, which would be our present. They did like a trilogy, and we watched all three of them, which then was just $1 a piece for each movie. And we watched the Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2. We didn't stay for 3. Didn't like 3 as much as first one I loved. The second was okay. Third one I didn't care nothing for. But seeing it on the big screen original again, Back to the Future, I told Andrew I noticed more stuff, even though I've seen this movie many times. I don't know if it's because it blew up on the big screen or what. It just had a lot of I don't know, the emotions of the actors. I've seen them. Maybe because I've seen it so much, I got to really focus on the actors' faces, like Leah Thompson, when she was playing the young Missy McFly in the 50s. She had a lot of visual manipulations in her face that she was doing when they're acting. I just didn't pick up the first time, and I guess after all these years, I really got a chance to enjoy every little part of it. And I told I think Movie Freak went with us, and I know he did. Movie Freak went with us, and we all got to see it. And I think he said he hadn't watched it all the way through. He'd seen bits and parts of it, bits and pieces of it on TV, and never really watched the whole thing. So it was kind of a cool experience. If you never get to watch those old classics on the big screen, that's where they need to be seen. They look really cool. Jaws, when we watched it, really, really liked seeing it on the big screen. I hadn't seen it on the big screen since 1975. It came out. I should know the exact date. So it was neat. If anybody does come to the stream, tell me about the resolution. If it's got choppy or anything like that, I would like to hear any feedback. I understand there's probably nobody on here on Fridays. Everybody's out having fun, off work, all that good stuff. Me, I work, nights and weekends. I'm off this weekend. I get a rotating weekend. So I know how it is to be working and having to work, and it's no fun. But like I said, I was testing this out, trying to see if it's a viable thing. I'd like to want to do something. I know you can add people if you want to add some people in the chat and all that. I don't know if I'll be doing that tonight, but I just want to check out the video quality, if it lags, if these little things that right here, subscribe, donate with PayPal, and the Badraven up here, how all that looked. I added all in there. Like I said, I was trying to get the chat box to show up in the corner right here, where you show your actual shows up actual chat, and I don't think I've got it working correctly. I've got it popped out, and I'm looking at it on the side of the computer screen, but I'm not actually looking. It's not popping up on the screen, which I've not had anybody come actually into the stream, into the live stream anyway. So it's just a testing process, something that would may want to use in the future. Would like to do some collabs with other YouTubers as I've built up my following. I'm not no big channel by no stretch of imagination, but I'm hoping to get eventually to where YouTube will allow me to do super chats and a few other things to be able to support the channel. That would be cool. But that's a big lofty dream. That's a goal out there for another day. But I just want to get up to 500. I'd be happy with 500 right now. But we're on our way. I'm not complaining. I like the YouTube format. It's sometimes hard to make new content sometimes, but I really enjoy creating it. It's the editing, which you hear everybody talk about videos and wanting to do a YouTube channel, and you don't think about how hard it is to actually do the video. Filming the videos is, filming the videos is not nearly as bad as editing them. And just adding a few pictures and a few sound effects and stuff like that in the videos takes longer than you think. And I've done a few of them. I've done over 200 and some videos, and it gets a little easier. There's little shortcuts you can take, but still, it's a tough thing to do, especially when you're working a full-time job and be able to do it on a regular basis. I wished I had a nice laptop to be able to do some editing when I'm at work, when I'm through all hours of the night. I could film my videos and edit them. Would save me a lot of time, but that's something that's not been something I've been able to worry about. But you do what you can, and I work. Have a lot of kind of like a vampire. I work at night, and in the morning time I'm asleep. So makes tough getting stuff done around the house, plus doing all these videos too. But I do love doing them. I do love being on YouTube, and hopefully, as more videos come out, we'll be able to grow and grow and grow for you. I love being the Badraven. I love doing reviews of movies. I've always wanted to review movies. I've always loved movies. I've gone to movies since I was a little kid, watching Star Wars for the first time on the big screen in Corbin, Kentucky. That was a blast. That was what turned me on to theaters and made me at one time work at the same theater that I'd actually seen Star Wars in before it was torn down and a new one put in. Well, not in that same area, but close to it. That was cool to actually see what goes on with physical prints of movies, which that's all changed now since digital's come into existence. It's all downloadable hard drives, stuff like that. I miss the actual 35 millimeter print with the trailers, putting them on there. It was a really neat time. I don't know what else to talk about. I just figured I'd jump in here and do this test stream and see what everybody was up to in the flock. Most of the flock must be doing their own thing, which is cool. Love the flock. Love all the flock internationally and nationally here in the United States and outside of the United States. It's hard to believe that a channel can grow, and like I told Andrew, sometimes I get comments from people in UK more to do comments than people in the United States. So it's neat to talk to all the different people when I answer their texts. Or not texts, they're like their comments. It's really cool. It's really cool to know that you can reach out beyond your city, beyond your state, beyond your country, and talk to other people around the world, and have people know you as a character, like the Badraven. I would love to get some merchandise going. I'm gonna have to buy me some more shirts. Maybe do a little more different design, of the Badraven shirt would be something cool. Maybe something besides the bird. I like the bird. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to do more of a I don't know, more of a vicious type Badraven bird coming in for the kill. That would be cool. Anybody knows how I got a good drawing, has good drawing skills, would help me out with a very good logo. That would be cool. I'm not a good drawer. I like drawing, but I'm not anywhere good at doing stuff like that. I got a brother-in-law, and I've had him on some of my videos. Groovy agent of his what it's called, the versions of a groovy kind on the internet. He does a blog on there of old comics and stuff, and he's always been able to draw stuff. He's a little rusty, he says, I guess, because of not being able to do it all the time, but he does have people draw stuff for him. I think he's got some comics that he's had stories that he's had out. I'll have to, when I get good at this live stream, maybe have him jump in and talk to me about some of the stuff that he's got coming out and what he's into. Maybe we can get a cross promotion going again with the version of a groovy kind. That would be neat. He's helped me out on several videos with the Marvel stuff, because, like I say, he's my Marvel go-to guy. He knows all about Marvel. He is the Marvel guru as far as that goes. But I guess I've bored you all enough. I just wanted to check this out, and see what it looks like. Leave me some comments. Since I didn't have nobody actually come into the actual chat, I don't know if I did something wrong or just nobody's interested or it's too choppy or whatever. Just tell me what the video looks like. I'm gonna check it out myself. But right now, I think I'll get off here and see what comes out of this. See what it looks like. So we might come back with another test here in a few minutes and see what it looks like too. But just remember, the Badraven is your friend, and we appreciate you watching this video one way or the other, whether live or in recording. So we'll let you go, and we'll talk at you later then. Goodbye.